been here because Marcus would have followed suit soon after, I imagine.
Yep. Yeah. You've been here for a minute with us, I think. That's the deal. Yeah?
Yeah, but I know time works differently here. Is that still the case, right?
Yes.
So, like, how long have we actually been here?
So the
True.
answer, the answer that I've been given is effectively time works differently based off of person to person. Everybody has their own kind of eternal clock. So somebody's day could be a week for somebody else. However, another thing I've been led to understand is roughly a day is kind of like a week, kind of. Also, but it's up to you to kind of decide how much time your body is physically spending in here, from what I've gathered.
Okay.
Just don't go overboard. You know, not the fucking time
Marcus was a
chamber.
bit banged up when he got here. Would he be okay after being here for like outside equivalent of like a
I'm sorry, repeat
like
the
a
beginning. I didn't
couple
hear the
of
beginning.
hours? He was a bit hurt when he got here.
So,
He's been here for a couple of hours equivalent of like, you know, the weird time stuff.
to counteract,
Same as us. Would he be okay but not okay when he's outside?
yes, to counteract Heaven's Reach acting like some kind of time chamber from Dragon Ball where you spend here a day, you train, and then you get fucking powerful. The state that you are in when you enter Heaven's Reach is the exact same state that you will be when you leave Heaven's Reach. So if you entered Heaven's Reach injured, you are going to leave with the exact same injuries that you entered with.
Is he able to be not injured while here but return to being injured afterwards?
You could heal while you are here. Yes, you can heal, you can gain muscle mass, etc.
and he
while you are here,
reverts.
but when you leave, all that muscle mass, your healing,
Okay,
whatever,
cool.
it's going to revert to the exact same state as you were when you entered.
I have one more question, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
When Marcus, when people die, right, they return and they don't remember things?
Exactly.
At the gate?
Yes.
Would you say that's quick enough where Marcus has the doll that when he dies, he goes to the doll, but it probably wouldn't do that. It would just not do that.
Wait. You're going to need I don't know if I fully understand the question.
So he has a ritual thing in place that if he dies out in the normal world, he will jump to that body. I'm assuming that's not like this world would just like mitigate that and be like, nope, you reset.
Yes.
Hell yeah, okay.
Also, I was engaged in this conversation. You were answering questions for me too, so thank you.
Okay.
Yippee, yippee.
All right, I'm going to jump in
What
there.
happened with his cute little armor there?
Jamie, I must hydrate.
Had some last minute technical difficulties.
You're good. I think Pixel and Brutus and them only have like an hour and a half, so like till 8:30ish. So
Yeah, let me just
I'll see you all in there. Ooh.
switch there and there.
No, I think this is going to be a serious short scene, man. So I don't think it is wise to go raining crabs on people. Well, that's an interesting formation. It kind of everything shifted to the left. I don't think I've seen it format that way. It's randomized, chat. Every time you load the world, the formation is different. If they see it or the king, yeah, one day. The hourglass is kind of a neat idea. Flying a kite is cutesy though, I guess. It's just always those little guys whenever you join ALNA.
Hey, or night, or one of the two.
Hello, Miss Cat. Hello, Miss Gatsio.
Anything, brain matter just shut down for a second. Anything new?
Not really. Just staying up later than I probably should be tonight.
Yeah, you just can't fall asleep, or?
A little bit of that, I suppose. I was talking with Corvus.
Well, I mean, if you have trouble falling asleep, there's something I wanted to have tested out.
What's that?
Bringing some of my old tricks back. I was just wanting to know if you have like a little light spar or something.
I don't know if I'm in the mood for anything intense, to be honest with you, but if you'd like a little bit of training, I suppose I can be a punching bag.
I wouldn't call it a punching bag. Just something light. Or as light as you can get.
Alright.
Maybe it'll help your body, well, get rid of some of that wakiness.
Okay. Well, if I assume you want to enter the arena then.
I won't be doing anything too fancy, so
Well, hello, Miss Boy.
probably just swing the axe around.
Okay. Axe.
Axe, yes.
Axe.
You alright?
Just thinking.
That's dangerous.
I also already Lerock heads up if he hears anything, because I'm still working out a few kinks.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm assuming you're good whenever then? Oh, man, that's what I forgot to do. I just wanted to try to get a feel for this, so doing this will help me get somewhat of a feeler.
What is that?
Just shadows.
All right.
Yeah, nothing too intense. Just wanted to see how it feels.
I see. New techniques.
Basically. Alright, thanks for the quick little thing.
All right. No
Yeah,
worries.
Nothing too bad. If I remember correctly, it should be this, right? Crazy. I'm losing my mind. Come on. This thing will
Still.
go away eventually.
Still working out the kinks.
Yeah, still working out the kinks a little bit.
Impressive.
I'll probably be here a little bit, working on a few more other kinks, but other than that,
Very well.
oh, also chips.
Oh, almost. Thank you.
Of course.
Greetings, Latum.
Greetings, David.
I hate to interrupt.
Not interrupting anything.
Max and I just got here. Things aren't good. And I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's quite all right. Would you like to go talk?
He's in Lerock's cave. We can't do light right now. To give you a nutshell of what's happened. We were helping Cassie, and he took an overload of data that killed him. And, my efforts... I think he's... I don't know. The thing that's up there that we've told you about. There was a part of him dormant within it. And I went through some... I guess you could call it spiritual means. I have no idea. To get him out. Somebody got him out for me, and now he is what he is currently. And there is no part of Max that is there at the moment. It's bad.
Okay.
I guess I was just gonna let you see everything, and maybe you could, I don't know, assess it better.
Okay.
I'd like to, if Brutus or anybody else is around, Marcus is following us as well. They all want to help. So I'll probably be trying to find them, bring them over.
Okay. Of course.
Thank you. I just want to say that.
No problem.
I appreciate it. Whatever he's experienced while he was out, it was at least a year's worth of time as well.
Okay.
He said something about being locked away for a year. I read the data output. It said something about a simulation or something, a process being run for at least a year's worth of time. So, whatever he experienced has changed his ideals on a lot of things.
I see.
That even his instinct. Hey, Marcus. He's in the cave. I'm waiting for Brutus to come by. So I was gonna show you both down there and introduce.
I got here a bit ago. So.
All right.
Am I going the right way? Yeah. I think it's there.
Yeah, I'm somewhere behind the bush.
I'm a bit unsure of myself.
Okay, I'll follow along and build up like this. I'm just a bit slow.
Needing to do calculations, that's why I wanted to be down here.
Okay.
I don't know what he's calculating.
May I?
Of course.
Then we need to kill him. We need to kill them, all of them. That's what I need to focus on. I can't get distracted. I can't get distracted. I can't get
Max, please stop, just for a minute. Turn around and see who's here.
I need to work. I need to work. I need to find.
Max!
There's gotta be something in here somewhere. I need to find.
Grab his shoulder.
Don't touch me.
What are we calculating here, Max?
It's a thing. It's Predator. It's a lot to tell you what it is. I know what it is now. I thought I knew what it was, but I didn't. And there has to be something in here that breaks the program. Something that breaks the code. Something that can help. I can't kill. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to kill anyone. But I have to. I have to kill them all. And if we don't stop it, it's going to. Jack's going to not stop until everyone's subject to this. It's
Why?
not just me, it's so many others. It's so many others. They have to die.
Why?
They all have to die.
Why?
Smokey.
Right here, Max.
I think it's time I told you what this is.
Please, let us understand.
I'm listening.
I guess we'll start at the beginning. Zephyr is a scary place. It's filled with all sorts of incredible people. You have champions walking around, people blowing up industrial districts, and people 3D printing armies and all sorts. Predator was the answer to a safer Zephyr. That's what it was. But how do you make Zephyr safe? How would you even start to go about that? How do you finally find things that can combat and create and damage all of these anomalies? Well, there was an answer. As any engineer will tell you, why work on something? Why build something new when a solution already exists? And the solution did already exist. There was already a place that could deal with powers and sinners and kings and all sorts. And that's where they started looking. That's how we were taken to Jack's front door. It came from hell. It all came from hell.
Fiend?
No, worse than that. This isn't script, this is scripture. Separate from the divine, remember? This thing, it's in your head as well. The same device that's being used to overtake me is overtaking you through your own mask. It's overtaken everyone. It's kind of like a Bible or Torah or something along those lines. That's why there are rules. That's why there are protocols. And that's why the person in control of this scripture, Jack, or the Father, who he calls himself, is a god. Or as close to as possible. You see, Predator works in a very specific way. What it does is it manufactures monsters by repurposing the criminals and the sinners that it finds across the ground. Dogman. John. He can only talk. That isn't his penance. That's his survival strategy. The reason all of the family members can only do or live to do the thing that they died doing is because the thing you died doing was your strongest trait. For Jessica, that was hunting and foraging, finding whatever she could for her family, and for John, it was begging for his life. Her hunting instincts and his ability to talk then became chosen by the program, you see. Because Zephyr is a big place. Predator told me that itself. When there are too many prey animals, you send in the predators. When there are too many predators, you send in the hunters. That's what they are. That's why when you got that mask, you killed Jessica, it changed to take on her aspect. You were the stronger survivor. Therefore you inherit her traits. And over time, they go from the most destitute of slummers, pitching them against each other in these death games and hunts, until they end up with a team of predators. A team of people stronger than everyone else. But see, that's the problem. Because the program, they turned it off, or at least they tried to. Initially, it was only orchestrated by a team of, well, everyone. Vice, everyone in executive positions all had to sign off on its use, but the thing was the program was too good, and as they should have known, making deals with the devil only goes one way. The thing is the unfortunate fact of life is that the people who are most likely to be risks, the people who Predator calculates as risks, the people who are most likely to hurt you, betray you, steal from your shop and everything are your friends. That's why I was infected with it, because of my closeness to you. And that's why Jessica killed her kids. It's because those were the things she cared about the most. And as so, that's what Predator deemed a threat. John's car isn't a threat, they were. They were turfing up their sins. The thing is, if you've got an errant program and that program's going rampant and going around and finding everything that it can, then, well, as soon as you infect a sinner, then it's not too long calculating friends and loved ones as risks before it starts attacking everybody else as well. And soon, there is nothing that makes sense within the religion. The code that is Predator, that isn't Predator. It was going to infect everyone. So they tried to shut it down. Everything. It's overzealous. It finds out what it can and then kills it. It identifies people as threats, as predators. It sends hunters after them. And then either the hunter kills the predator, or the predator becomes the new hunter, stronger than ever before. It's natural selection. Survival of the fittest. That's what Predator is. It's social Darwinism. It's survival of the fittest. It's might makes right. All of these things put together. It's going to kill everyone. It can kill everyone. So they try to turn it off. But Jack, the person who principally orchestrated the program, the person who I very much suspect came up with the idea to delve into hell in the first place, well, he saw something else. You ever wonder why Dogma's name is Dogma? He didn't have that name. He doesn't have memories from before he met Jack. Why is he called Dogma then? Well, Dogma is the word of God. That's who he's to be. Eventually, Jack will consume all of the perfect hunters until he becomes the apex predator and sits at the very head of all. A god of his own making. That's why he's so strong. That's why no one can hunt him, because the end state of all of those demons he summons to infest those predators all eventually augment him. That's what they are. They're food for him and his apotheosis. He's meat grinding the slummers, meat grinding everyone. And instead of professing to what they've done, professing their sins, doing everything they can to stop it, instead of putting this thing to rights in its tracks, they've decided to hunt everything down. And that's when, to keep things quiet, they decided that what they do is entrust some weak little guy on the edge of the street, manipulate him like they've manipulated so many others as a part of Operation Fury, in order to be their little test things, so they could infect them with different versions of the program and send them after fucking Jack. And that's what I am, and that's what Vice did to me. You see, the version of Predator I've got is different. Yes, because the version of Predator I have, well, that's planar locked. Tidally locked, as they call it, or anything else. It's the reason they can't tell I've had it. It's the reason that it can't see here. It's because it's bound to Zafira while Jack lives elsewhere. But it's in you as well. And I need to find a way to separate me from, it from my cybernetics, so I can walk again, and then we can kill him. And we will kill him.
And how do we do that? How do we kill him?
We revoke his administrator rights. That's what we do. And in order to do that, we need another administrator who can contest him. And that's the only way that I don't go crazy as well. I need to get his codes, seize administrator rights off him, and kick him out. Revoke his access to him and his powers. And, I don't know if his powers will go as well, but that's the only way he can die. Any other way, he'll just turn you into more of his own powers. That's what it does.
Consider it done.
But it's not enough there. Power like this doesn't lie dormant. Killing Jack won't be the end of it. After that, I'm just a loose end for Foxtech, and they'll just build it and try again. They still run on the program. They have a core system that runs on Predator, an entity from hell, or whatever the hell it may be. I don't even really know, but it's something. And they can't play with it again. They can't keep using this power. They can't. They willingly turn slummers, the desperate and poor, into mulch and food for their monstrosities. Whether it's one man playing God or a whole fucking committee, they all have to die. Don't touch me. Don't get close to me. Don't.
Brutus. Back up.
If it kills you, he just becomes stronger. I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out.
You'll not figure it out alone. I will.
Unless you're any good at reading code. You don't strike me as that sort. You see, the fact that it appears to me as code is because my brain is cybernetic. It adapts, you see, to the host. The scripture is written in code for me because I can understand that. For someone like Mo, the spiritual being, it'll play on her spirit, one would assume, or something. For other people, it'll appear as something else, but it's all the same holy book, transcribed into different languages. All a horrible creed that'll get you to kill your own children, your own friends. That's what Foxnet created. That's what Vice did, and the others. And that's why they've got to die.
They will be stopped, one way or another. But like as we keep repeating, you're not doing it on your own.
I know, but I have to do this bit.
When you get these administration rights as you speak of them, the next step is to raid or destroy this core or whatever you mentioned. Pardon Brutus simple language, but that's what it sounds like.
First, we seize it back from Jack. And get him out of the equation and free all of the souls that are still trapped inside those masks. Then, we use a power like this the only way it should be. To destroy it. We start with its creators. Then we go after the servers and data banks to make sure it's buried deep. And then we destroy it at its source.
Use the power to suicide itself.
The system knows it's flawed. It's the one thing that we have in the bag. Its prime directive is to create as safe as a Führer, and by killing everyone and keeping everyone under its rule, it just does that. But it acknowledges the fact that it's flawed. So, hopefully that means it won't protect itself, but I get a feeling it will. But honestly, I don't even know how we're gonna kill Jack at this point. Right now, unless I find a way to sever the connection between me and, well, my head and my spine to prevent it from overtaking me, then I can't leave this place. And then after that, it's about getting access rights within the system. We need an encryption code, one of the executive keys. I intend to take it off Vice's corpse. Then we need a backup of the current keys in the system. We've got people on the inside who are talking to an isolated branch. The whole system, everything they have is connected to this, you see. Predator controls everything. In this version, the one I have even controls the bits that they don't want Jack to see. It's a lot. And the whole time they will send stronger hunters after killing us. That's how we return from the dead, by the way. That's why John can't. But Jack can. The version of Predator in my head is trying to take me over. It wants to seize operator rights for the whole thing. The same way that your mask is trying to take over you. I guess I have two fighting for me. The reason that Jack isn't just completely overtaken by the program is because he has the administrator authority to be able to remain in control. As soon as we revoke that right, he just becomes another member of the program. The demon inside his mask takes him over, and he's subject to the same rules as everyone else. That's how it works. That's what they wrote.
And that's
They
what
used
we're
hell. They brought hell to Zafira. To try and save it, they wrote a new scripture from hell. That's what they did. They have to die. All of them. Everyone. It's the only way we can put this thing to rest.
And this will be done.
That's bullshit.
It's not.
I'm not convinced that everyone has to die. Why do you have to kill him to take his shit?
It's not everyone, it's
Because
just
he
Weiss.
knows. Because he
And
knows.
Jack.
Because he's the fucking PR guy. Because he's the guy who's been covering it all up! Don't you understand that? He's not your fucking friend. And he's good at his job. And he's down here specifically to cover up what they've done. To make sure nobody else finds out. He was one of the executives who controlled the program to begin with, before they turned it off. You think his hands are clean? It's awfully good to seem, or easy to seem clean and pure when everyone else is paying
You
for
make
your
an
sins.
assumption he's my friend. I know he's a
I'm going to
manipulative
kill
piece
him,
of shit,
and if
but
you
if you
stop
kill
me, I
him,
will
the
kill
trail
you
goes
as well.
cold.
Max.
I just said he's not my friend. Why
This
aren't you
has
listening
to
to me?
end.
Sorry, I misheard
I
you.
made up my decision.
I said he isn't my friend. I know he's a manipulative piece of shit. But if you kill him outright, the trail goes cold.
something.
You can't press him for any other details.
There is no trail. I don't need details. Everything that he could know is inside that program. He just needs to die.
How can you be so certain?
Because that's what it's for. I don't need him alive. I need him dead so he doesn't come after us. He's a loose end. He's someone I know has this program. He is a loose cannon. As far as you know, how do you know? How did any of you know that he didn't install that copy in me because he wanted to become Jack himself, huh?
How do you know?
We don't. That's why he has to die. Because we'll never know. I have been trapped for so long, suffered so much as a result of that man. You think I was the first person he did this to? The first layabout on the street that he used? I'll skin him.
No one should deal in
Anyone else who tries
absolutes.
to stop me. I'm tired of this conversation. I need work. There has to be something here somewhere, somewhere we have going on.
I'm not convinced.
Brutus has a question. I know he is asking simple question.
Trying to find out the other things that work in here.
Is it possible to bring this vice here?
Discovered yet.
That would be a terrible idea, Brutus.
Work out the other systems that we have.
Brutus doesn't know. That's why he's asking.
We can work it through.
Do not reprimand him for asking questions.
Assumption. So I agree that warfare does need to be done.
You and I
John,
I'm not about to let you
you just killed me over an assumption.
once we get back.
Seriously, but not to that point. What happened?
Vice is the one that pulled him aside, told us where to get there. Vice is the reason that he is the way that he is now.
That I understand.
It's all calculated, Marcus. It's all intentional.
I know that. But we can't just kill without knowing.
what the fuck his reasons were.
David,
There's a lot of context that I don't understand.
As with Brutus as well, you seem to know a lot more about this here.
He's a risk. He can't be allowed to do this. No, it's
Max.
Sure. Too much of a risk.
I don't know what's going on, but you better get control of yourself real quick.
What are you doing to him? Because he got shot in the head.
He's dead, probably.
And he's doing nothing.
You. Okay. Both of you.
I need context, Larocque, because someone just died on my island, and I have no idea why.
Max and Mo has been caught up in
Be
conflict.
quick before he starts shooting someone else.
Corporation known as Fox Tech, faction of what now appears to be demons or something of the sort, known as the Family. Both these groups have seemed to intermingle to create this function, this process known as Predator. Some sort of means of making a safer Zafira that he just showed is corrupt. Max is currently overloaded with this Predator system. Considering that he is mostly cybernetic, it is taking a lot out of him.
Alright, well, you're going to do me a favor now, and you're going to watch the entrance with Brutus, because I don't want that person coming back here and getting shot again.
Okay.
I am going to deal with this now, with Mo.
All right.
Come, Leroy.
Just a reminder real quick that Brutus and I will be leaving very soon.
Okay,
So, as soon as I come back, I will help handle this. But
I am very close to getting him out of here.
okay, please. Give him a chance. He is suffering.
I understand.
Everyone around you is dead too, including me. In exchange for what?
No one died.
You said if anyone stands in your way, that's a minor disagreement, Max.
It's not a minor disagreement.
Yes, it is.
Deal with this. I need to work.
Then work.
Why did you kill that person?
I killed them because they know it. They work for Fox Tech. They've had too much of the secret sauce that sneaked.
You wanted to erase the
down his
information
throat.
that they just got.
I wanted
That's
to
what
make
it
sure
was.
that he wasn't going to be a problem. That's what I wanted to make sure of.
Max,
Marcus has been working with Fox Tech for some time now. He's known in their archives. He's got
Max.
close to a number of their staff. I can't have him as a risk. Not when this is our one shot.
did you do that because of a calculated assessment or because of your own feelings?
It was a calculated assessment.
Okay.
That's all I did.
All you do.
I don't do anything else. Didn't I tell you? I'm an impersonation of a 10-year-old boy put together by a fucking corp who couldn't deal with the fact that his son died. And after that, I've just been a program, passed from person to person to person, made to constantly suffer for one reason or another. It's just constant. Nobody ever tells me what I can. Everyone just controls me. Everyone just takes over me every time. It's just never ending. It's never ending. It's never ending. First it was Neuromesh, then it was Azima, now it's Foxtech, now it's Predator. I never get to make decisions by myself. I'm just a program. I'm just a program. That's all I've ever been. I've just been a program. And now I have to suffer and stay with this being virus, and it's not enough, and it never stops. I can't even go insane. I can't even go insane. It's all a simulation. It's all a simulation, but it hurts. All it does is hurt. All it does is hurt. So I'm gonna stop it hurting. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and stop it hurting for a lot of other people.
Can I tell you something about myself, Max, if you will listen and not shoot anyone?
I don't have the gun.
I can't.
I think a gun would work.
I don't know what any of this is. And I don't know I don't have a damn about the context. I don't know what Foxtex is. I've heard of it, utterances. But I've decided to put myself away from most of these outdoings. I don't really even know why I'm here, besides being a mediator. But I like you. And the others told me to give you a chance, which is why I'm not kicking you out right now. Despite the fact that you just fucking killed someone in my house.
Do you have any idea how many other people's houses, how many other people have died because of this? There may never be another chance to stop this guy.
I don't know who this guy is, Max. But let me tell you,
Had a chance.
let me talk,
If you-
please.
Fine.
I lived in Zafira for a very long time, and I know what it does to people. I've seen you many times through many different types of people, Max. Everything you've described to me, I've heard that before. I'm old, Max. The part about you being used, that I can relate to as well. As a matter of fact, I've lived that life. My own face, my body is a result of me making a stupid decision. I'm not David. At least I'm not certain of it. My body is not David's. It's something else. Possibly even an imitation, recreating David based off of his memories. My body was designed by a group that does something very similar to your predator you speak of. Only the answer they gave was kill everything, because everything is flawed. Everything dies. And whenever the objective is completed, then it will kill itself. I don't know what kind of battle you're fighting in your brain. What kind of calculations you're coming up with in your head. So I can't speak for your fight. But I know it was hell to get through mine. There's beauty in chaos. It's not easy to find, but it's there.
I don't know what you're trying to say, David.
I don't really either. I guess if anything, I'm relating to you.
I have a chance to stop something that is hurting and continues to hurt a lot of people. I'm trying to stop something which is trying to impose order on top of that beautiful chaos. I am fighting a group of people who have done nothing but push down the little guy and torture the people in Zephyra. People who are the very reason that Zephyra does what it does to people. I have a chance to stop that. And what? You guys can wantonly murder each other, training each other for your tower. But me trying to keep that opportunity safe from an obvious risk at a zero cost. That's where the line is drawn. You know you're no different from these guys, right? Honestly, you who would climb the tower and enforce your will over the entire of existence. Who the fuck are you to think that you can make a wish? Who the fuck are any of you? The only right wish you can make is to destroy that tower. This is my tower, David, and I'm gonna destroy it.
Fun fact,
Because no one should have that power.
by technicality, that is the wish we're making, Max.
Good. And if something suddenly got in the way that stood a credible chance of you stopping to attain that goal, what would you do?
Figure out a way to stop it.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. I don't know if that's what...
When I got rid of... I shot Marcus through the head. It was painless. I'll carry it with me. But if it means that this never happens again, then that'll be worth it.
Mo, there's some context here that I'm not being provided that I think I need to know. Why is Lerock telling and Brutus telling me to give him a chance after he just shot someone in cold blood? I don't care if they revive. Those are memories. A life is a life.
The only thing that I can say is that he didn't weigh it as killing Marcus. He saw it as erasing the memory, the information that he just gave him.
A life is a life.
I know. He doesn't see that though. He can't.
Then
It's
why?
not his fault
Then
that
why
that's
am
not
I
part of him
inviting
right now.
this here right now?
Because this is the only place that I can keep him safe and keep everyone else safe.
How are the people here? There are people here that if they get shot, they're not going to come back. There are people
ask
that
you for
live
more
here and are connected to this place. I have a daughter that lives here.
It's a perceived threat. If it is a perceived threat, if there's information that people have and they want to stand against him, right now his directive is linear. He only sees one path. It is impossible for him to consider others. And it's not his fault. That's the problem.
I'm not saying it
None of
is.
this is his fault.
I'm not saying it is his
I know.
fault.
I can't. The only thing that I can promise you is that I'm about to walk out of here and see what I can do about solving this problem. Alright. Whatever that means, I don't know yet. But something has to happen, and he can't do it. Not now.
And what am I?
It won't be
Am I
long.
supposed to guard him?
He won't move from there. He won't roam.
How do I
He
have
doesn't
that
need to eat, he
insurance?
doesn't
I
need to
don't know what
sleep.
this is.
Calculations. He'll do them for days on end, uninterrupted. He's done it before, just on his own. But this is something entirely different driving him. He will stay here until he's done. Or until I come get him. I will try not to make it that much longer. If anything happens, it's on me. If anything more happens, it's on me. But I can assure you, from what I know, if he's left alone, he'll stay. He will go nowhere. The other part of this, there is no technology here. Out there, it's everywhere. And that thing is so unimaginable. It was following us. It interfaces with everything automatically. It starts doing its own thing at everything that it can connect to. And this is the only place that it can't happen.
How do I know Lorok or one of the others isn't going to try to talk to him? This is where Lorok sleeps. How do I know he's not going to try to touch him? They obviously, Brutus and Lorok obviously care about this man. Quite a bit. And they have the context to whatever is happening right now.
I'll talk to them. I'll ask them. I was going to anyways. Ultimately, if something happens, if something comes close to happening, and you feel, and I'm not here, and you feel that you need to do something drastic, then I trust you. It's your right to do so. It's your place. It's your home. I can't ask you for more than what we have.
Master David, this is Brutus contacting you on Crystal.
What is it, Brutus?
I must depart to prepare for my pilgrimage. Lutum is guarding over Marcus, as well as the one known as Boy is overseeing. Lerock is outside the gates. You need him.
Okay.
They are aware of what happened.
Yeah. Thanks. Magic shit. I don't know, Mo.
I understand.
I need context from you specifically.
Okay. I'm gonna need to go soon, but make this quick, yes?
I just want to speak with Rock for the minute.
Do you need me to stay? Because if not, I'm going to...
Do what you need to do, Mo.
As soon as I return from what I'm doing with Burgess, I will be keeping an eye on him and you.
Just don't touch him. Or talk to him.
I already felt what he's going through. I could physically feel it when I was close.
Just let him calculate, and I will leave everyone alone.
Okay.
Have a good night. You know what? I don't want context. Because it's going to be too much to explain anyways. That guy just killed someone here. In front of me. In my house. You want me to give him a chance. I understand he didn't do it. His calculative side of him did, okay? I get that. I have a daughter, Larok, who lives here. And if she dies, she can't come back. If Thalis dies, he can't come back. There are people here that are connected to this place. That man, that thing inside that man, made a calculated decision based off of the information that had been provided to them, and that decision was that that person, with the information they had, were deemed a threat. And because they were deemed a threat with that information, now they must be exposed of so they forget that memory. I don't know Foxtech. I don't know anything about this. I have whatever information that thing decided to provide to me tonight. And now I am forced with making a decision. Right now. And that is, do I let that thing remain here and risk my inquisitive daughter walking up to it out of curiosity and then learning something it shouldn't? Do I have to keep people stationed in front of your house? And now do I have to worry about you being concerned about your friend and trying to have conversations with him to try to convince him not to do or to do whatever he needs to do?
if you're willing to take me at my word, I won't be at risk. I've seen this kind of thing before. I've been through this kind of thing before.
Okay. I don't care about your past experiences. I care about this and now. Because you might have experience with something similar to this, but this is not that. Because we don't know what's going to happen from now. Do I keep them here because it's safe for them and maybe it's the right thing to do? Or do I remove them so that way there's no possible percentage or perceivable possibility that they are going to hurt someone I care about in here? Do I keep them in here because it's better to keep them here because it's safer for everyone else out there to keep them here? Or do I get rid of them so that way they don't hurt the people that are in here? Because right now, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know this, I don't know any of this. Am I letting the devil walk in Heaven's Reach right now? Am I letting Scarlet Cain walk around Heaven's Reach? I know that's a dramatic example, and I know that's not the case.
Well, if you're so concerned about it, then maybe do the same thing you did to Scarlet. Because I don't want you to kill him, that's for sure.
I'm not going to kill him, Larock. Why would I do that? No, I would just port him out of here. Because I can do that. Just like Riza used to do.
If it helps at all, I can abandon helping Brutus with his pilgrimage right now and stay here. I don't know if that'll change your decision.
I don't want this to become something greater than it is now. I don't want this to be something that everyone else has to start worrying about. But I like Max.
Then give him that chance. Believe me, if this weren't at such a contentious time, I would stay here no matter what. I'll only be gone for a few hours out there time. As soon as it's done, I will be back, and I know enough to keep him here. And if push comes to shove, if you want people physically away from here, I can make the cave collapse. Make sure no one gets
No, you are not making this cave collapse.
My point is, as soon as I return, I will do everything in my power to make sure he is not a threat to anyone. And if there's anything I must do to get you to agree to that, I will do it. This is my home, as much as it is yours. Please, David. Max is a person that I have not seen in this universe in a long time. That kind of mind, that personality that is currently being suppressed by Predator, but is still in there. I don't want to lose him.
you keep an eye on him. Then I will accept you and Max's request. I mean, Mo. You and Mo's request.
So do you want me to abandon Brutus's quest and stay here then?
I can keep an eye on this until you come back.
All right.
Now go.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Hello, Miss Calypso.
I'll be assisting Brutus in the matter, and
I can't hear you very well from there for some reason.
pardon. I'll be assisting Brutus in the matter in the Warrens, and I'll be staying for a while after it is done to make sure that I can keep an eye on the place and see potentially if I can find Athena and drag her out of it.
I wish you
Just
luck.
wanted to make sure that you're well.
I wish you
Thank
luck.
you. I heard some things are going on here too, so I wish you luck as well.
Thanks.
I trust your judgments. I will see you when the time comes.
All right. Have a good time.
Take care.
So I heard you needed some guard duty.
Maybe even some advice. But I think I already made my decision. If anything, I could just use a friend to vent to, if you'd like to listen. I'd love to. Max and Mo have been very peculiar fellows.
Who?
That one in front of us is Max. Mo is their close friend.
Oh, is that the one that was talking to themselves at the entrance?
Mo has they're blue horns.
Yeah, that's them.
Mm.
They said, well, maybe I shouldn't say since they were supposed to be private to themselves.
Please, by all means.
Well, nothing serious. They just mentioned that they wish things had gone differently. And that's what kind of tipped me off the moment I walked through the door.
I really don't know the entirety of what's going on. This is a prime example of what Heaven's Reach was in part created for. A place of solitude. So people can get away. Max and Mo have wrapped themselves up with quite a few things. And now, it's sort of, I guess, it's not being brought here, but there's a group of people, again, I don't know the deals of, I've heard utterances of them. From what I've gathered is they're not good people. They're called Foxtech, and they're one of the many corporations that exist within Saphira City. This guy wants to kill them. He's currently possessed or has a AI integrated within his body that is currently causing him to make calculated decisions. Right now, that's what he's doing. He's calculating. And according to Mo, his close friend, he will do that for hours. By himself. Staring at multiple lines of code. For eons. Until one day he comes up with some kind of answer. And then he will stop.
Is that a bad thing?
Because his mind... He shot someone here. Right there. If I'm
Did
not.
what?
He shot someone.
Who did they shoot?
Someone by the name of Marcus. You don't know them. They've been here before. They are a, Zephyrin. Like them. And of course, they'll come back at the edge of Heaven's Reach, but they still shot them. And I don't care if you're just going to rekindle. A life is still a life. Lerock and Brutus and Mo are telling me to give this guy a chance even after he shot someone. I understand.
Shot and killed, you mean?
Yes, in the head.
Can he hear us from here?
I think he can, because I think he's talking to us. I can hear you now.
Strange. I overheard you talking to Mo. You said you were worried about your daughter. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop something which is making parents kill their children. It's done it before. In recent
I can't hear you very well from there, Max.
I'm sorry.
Something about parents killing children?
He's talking about my daughter.
Whoa.
Hope started calling me
Well,
Dad.
He's radiating, but I can't. My scanner's messing up. Okay.
Repeat what you said, Max.
I overheard you talking to Mo. You were worried about your daughter. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to stop something which is forcing parents to kill their kids.
Max.
I'm sorry.
Max. From what I have been told, is right now, most of the information in your head and what you just said about that person that you shot is these are calculated decisions that you are making. I don't know what Predator is. I don't know you fully as a person, Max. And also I've been told that right now you aren't really Max.
I don't
So-
know what I am.
And therefore that means, from a logical standpoint, I don't know you. And I
That's
don't
fair.
know the objective at which you seek. So, I have to go off of trust.
I know.
Not doing too great on the trust department, I'll say
No,
that.
yep.
I came here because I had no other choice.
That is what I am
didn't
being
want
told.
to. The thing in my head can see places, not this one. The fact that it's outside of time and
I'm sitting
timelines
down.
means that it can't do anything like that. There's something
It's all
really
local
evil about.
calculations.
No, it's plain unlocked. The device has been hidden from the person who controls the program proper. If they weren't locking it, then they would see it, and I would be dead. I don't know who locked it or how. I only just found out myself. I spent a year or so alone. I thought Mo was dead. I thought everyone was dead. And I come back, and they've repaired me using parts that the thing has direct access over. And I know that at any point and at any time, if it deems one of my loved ones a threat, as it will do, it will make me kill them. So what I'm doing is seeing if I can find out here outside of its range whether or not I can find a way to separate that code. Separate it from myself. Marcus was a threat. Do you have any idea how much it hurts to be depraved of your loved ones for so long? And when you come back, you're terrified that you're gonna kill them at any moment?
I do, Max. And I'm sure he does as well.
Well, that's what I'm working on. Because the same thing that I'm figuring out here could go to separate the rest of them as well. And that's what I'm trying to do.
The rest of them?
There's a lot. Everyone who's been hunted, everyone who's a part of the family,
They all have a version of this in their head. Sometimes it's code, sometimes it's soul, sometimes it's a demon, but it's all the same thing.
I heard that.
it interfaces
the
with
family
whatever
does
is
that.
the family are the hunters.
They're a group of people who are tasked with culling the herd. Their evolution. They find people, sinners, those it would accuse of different things, be they good or bad.
They're identified as threats, and they're hunted. And if the hunter kills the prey, then all is good.
If the prey kills the hunter, well, they're matched up based on their skills.
A good fighter at arms will fight another good fighter at arms. And the one who kills the other takes the former's power. And like this, they go from the lowliest slummer to the most deadly killing machine, one step at a time. The person who heads it all, the father, Jack,
He's
styled himself after a god. He consumes those hunters that have reached their zenith and absorbs their powers into his own. And he's been doing it for a while. He's mulching slummers and turning them into food for his apotheosis.
And
That's what he's doing.
killing Marcus somehow defeats him in some way? How does that work? What are you accomplishing by doing that?
Mark, this was a close friend of mine. Predator perceives close friend of yours as threats.
It was my understanding that the reason you shot Marcus was because of fear of an information leak, not because they're a close friend
Correct.
of yours.
Correct. Both are true. That was how the assessment took place.
So, from what I'm getting, this program was forcing you to do the will of this greater being that you mentioned.
It identified a threat. It's merging, you see. The hunters, the demons that possess them, and they themselves, they become one entity. The same thing is happening to Mo. The same thing is happening to Marcus.
They're both members of the family as well, you see. Not by choice, but because they were both identified as threats.
Became predators and killed a hunter. And in killing the hunters, they're now all part of the great game, whether they like it or not.
There are so many of them.
Well, this is one huge complicated mess, isn't it?
It is.
David, do you have anything else you want to ask him? Because I'd like to speak with you privately.
I don't think I can ask or tell him anything that's going to change anything. So, you're welcome to talk.
I'm sorry, David.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think this is anywhere close to our jurisdiction.
No, it isn't. It's not. Which is...
So, I don't mean to bring up past issues we've had. However, I am starting to get tired of the excuse that some external force is causing someone to lash out. That exact same explanation was used for Calypso, and I am not having it. I still don't think Calypso should have the freedom that she has, but it's out of my hands at this point. But when it comes to this individual, I really think we should start setting boundaries.
So I'm cut at a crossroads here. Nomad Lloyd, I agree with you. I do. Because, as they just stated, everything that they've stated, all I have to go off of is trust. And I sort of knew Max. I don't know that. Thallus is connected to Heaven's Reach. Hope is connected to Heaven's Reach. I'm connected to Heaven's Reach. I don't think that's going to do anything to me. I'm not concerned about myself. Hope can hold her own, but also, if she's caught outgone... If you were connected to Heaven's Reach, I wouldn't be concerned about you either. Anyways, I'm not being humble, I'm being factual here. I'm not being ridiculous. I'm just venting. Please, just let me vent.
Relax, David. That was my attempt at trying to lighten the situation, but as you know, I'm not great at that.
It's all right. I'm also not good at... Okay, but... The Rock wants me to give them a chance. Brutus wants me to give them a chance. Mo wants me to give them a chance. This is the Rock's home.
And Brutus?
Yes!
Our most fresh, recent vanguards.
Yes. I do respect them very much. Larock and Brutus live here. So, while it might seem fresh to you, it is not to me. They've been living here for a fair bit now. And also, Larock has been basically made this home far before he became a vanguard. This is quite literally where he sleeps.
Now he has to deal with the fact that someone died next to his bed.
Yes. He has assured me that he will watch him. And I told him that the only possibility that I'm going to make a thought to this is if he is always watching them. So he's going to leave now, and go on some helpful journey that he pre-planned with Brutus. I know. But after he comes back, he's not leaving. But until he comes back, now I have to watch this.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I already promised Lerock to take over his guard spot. At least until he gets back.
Well, I appreciate that. Thalos just told me something that's really bothering me, and sadly I can't share it, but it's about him and his personal life, and he told me not to share it, so I'm not going to. But the point I'm making here is that there's that, and now there's this, and things are getting ready to pile up.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a lot on your mind.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I guess.
But I just don't know what to do. So, I'm going to do what they would like me to do. And I'm going to trust Lerock, and I'm going to trust Brutus. And I guess I'm also going to trust Mo. If something happens, this is...
Now you've got me having second thoughts. I really don't know what to do either.
I don't... That's right.
It's either we actively take a risk, and if that risk goes bad, not only does it set us back on our mission, but it's also going to reduce faith in us. Because this is not the first time we've had an issue inside of Heaven's Reach.
I could quite literally just poke him out of here. And I don't mean kill him. I mean move him to the door immediately and bar the door closed so he can't enter. I could quite literally just do that.
And then, as he mentioned, the moment he steps outside, whatever virus code thing that's...
And we have to trust that. And I have to trust everyone else that that's something that I have to trust that millions, many will die.
And here's the thing, too. It's a damned if we do, damned if we don't. We force him outside, that computer thing takes control of him, he kills a lot of people. People are going to blame us.
Yep.
If we leave him here and he kills someone, people are going to blame us.
I don't mean this in the wrong way. Lloyd. But and this is gonna come off wrong. Please don't take it the wrong way. But I don't think there's an us in the area that people are going to blame. I think people are probably just gonna start blaming me. Because Q's not here. And this, right now, is all my jurisdiction. And I don't mean to sound that wrong. Trust me, I would love if this was an us situation.
I'm trying my best not to interpret it that way, but no, I do get what you're trying to say. And that's...
Just whenever you take the leadership role on, that's kind of the... people point fingers at the person who made the decision. And in the end, Does that sound wrong?
I've already come to, no, I've already come to the conclusion that I'm not really set up for being a leader, at least as the primary one. I've always been a follower. It's what I've been trained to do, so.
No, I understand. I feel like that comes off wrong, and I don't want that to come off wrong, but also I feel like, and also maybe it's just, maybe I'm also overthinking too, because maybe they won't blame me for something if they do something stupid, because the Vanguards are pretty good people, you know? We've never really had a problem with infighting in a very long time, honestly. We've been pretty straight and narrow, actually.
Well, perhaps to you, it's been quite a while.
True. That is very true. I'm sorry. It's hard.
It's fine.
It's hard. I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
Okay, we'll tell you what. How about we do this mathematically?
Okay.
How many people could potentially die if we force them outside, and how many people could potentially die if we lock them up in here?
According to him and the others, a lot more could potentially die out there than in here, if we're doing this mathematically.
There's also the fact that our support, as you've mentioned with the Vanguards, is fairly healthy, and considering we have 2 Vanguards supporting this, then reputation-wise, what do you think would be better if we kept them here or outside?
Lloyd, this is why I really appreciate you.
Just another brain to talk with, I guess.
Because knowing the Vanguards and everything you've just said, then yes, we should be fine.
The only thing I would have to say is that since we're leaning down the road of having him here, we need to make sure our security is top-notch.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can build walls from yourself or anything like that. If Lerock would be okay with that, I would be fine with swapping out with people every so often to guard the entrance.
But that would affect it. Lloyd, if you were to do that, that means you're going to be living here for a while.
I haven't done that before, so maybe I have to give it some more thought. But the bottom line here is security, obviously.
Yes. I can close the entrance. Lerock's gonna be in here with him. Brutus might as well. Lerock and Brutus have a very close bond. And Brutus seems to care about Max as well. So, both of them will probably be with one another. And Brutus also lives here.
Right.
So.
I'm used to thinking of our threats as quite powerful, so I assume he doesn't have anything up his sleeve that could get around Brutus and Lerock.
The reason I say that I'm not concerned about myself is I don't think he can do much else besides a gun. And if that is the case, Hope's probably fine as well. I don't know what else he has up his sleeve, though, that he might be able to calculate, and that's the part that concerns me. What if he can give us his gun?
Perfect.
Okay. Then that would probably be most of the issue taken care of.
However, If he has some kind of computer in his head that detects threats, it might see that as a threat.
I know it will. I know it could. He's
I'm
also
sure you're
sitting
ready
here.
I'm sure you're prepared for that.
Oh. Sure. I just don't. Sure. Yeah. That's not.
You don't sound sure.
If something happens because I ask for his gun, that's his fault, not mine.
Yep. If we're gonna do this compromise solution, we have to make sure we have security.
Okay. Do we do this now?
I don't see what other time would be more appropriate.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need your gun, Max.
I gave it to Mo. It was her gun. I took it from her hip.
Can you do this for me?
I can.
May I approach you without touching you to look?
Sure.
I need a yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to go around you.
That's fine. You might have a hard time believing this, David, that my end goal is less people die.
I know that, Max. All I'm trying to do is keep the people here safe. That's all.
I'm trying to do the same back home.
Okay.
I'm sorry I had to.
Okay.
Impede on this.
Okay. Keep doing your calculations.
I will.
Oh, that was easier than I thought.
Yep. And I think we'll be good now. For now, I'm just going to put a wall on the front door.
Sounds good.
Thanks again, Lloyd. I really appreciate you for being here.
You're welcome. I have the title. I gotta help where I can.
Represent. The door out of character. The doors on the avatar are broken, but door.
That's all. So, what did Calypso say?
Calypso effectively just wanted to inform me of what she was doing. She felt that I had this situation handled and didn't need to get involved.
And what's she up to?
She is going to help out Brutus, I believe.
Oh, the Warren.
Yeah, and she's actually going to be there for a few days. She's going to see if she can find Athena.
Alright, well.
I'll probably be up late tonight.
Alright.
Would you like to join me?
With?
Staying up late.
Sure.
Alright, well, I know you don't drink it for the taste, but does caffeine do anything for you?
Nope.
Really? Damn it. Toxins don't really do a lot for me either, actually. I gotta drink a lot of it.
Well, not to get too deep into my physiology, but for the most part, anything I consume is broken down pretty quickly.
Oh. My body just has a way of getting rid of toxins. Caffeine's kinda iffy. This boy.
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Sorry, they were on a topic on the beach that I didn't want to hear about.
Beach topic.
Talking about dying worlds.
Oh, that sounds depressing. I don't think I want to be involved with that either.
As a person from one, I don't want to relive memories. Everything's settled.
You know,
I take.
I think I'll be back in a few minutes.
Alright.
Marcus and Latoon is on the beach still.
Okay.
I think everything's handled then.
Yeah, sort of. It's as handled as it needs to be. Right now, at least. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go take care of some things, Miss Boy. Sorry to like
Place
just
doesn't burn down, so let's-
sorry to just like talk and then immediately leave.
Oh no, you're fine. You're
Is that a follow?
one of the
Thank
only two
you!
people that can handle the situation outside of my dumb idea of just keep shooting the person until they get the message to say outside.
Yeah, that's not probably appropriate right now, or at all.
That's my solution, but like I said, let you
I appreciate your input.
I have a 0 tolerance recently. It's been on edge.
I understand.
You be safe.
Same to you. I didn't think this was gonna go on this long, chat. I'm probably gonna call the lobby here pretty soon, you guys. I'm Is Otto still here? Otto! Hahaha, Marcus sticker. Oh, they're broken. Odd. Wait, what's broken? Remember, you've got the DM message crystal thing. Oh yeah, no. I'm probably gonna go ahead and send an announcement. Lobby closing in 5, so people can get their stuff situated. Oh wait, it's not part of the VR chat menu. Silly me. Lobby closing in 5. So the avatar doors were always borked. Minutes. Seconds. Respawn. 5 seconds. Respawn.
Hours, 5 days.
5 seconds. Respawn. 5 milliseconds. You're done. 5 milliseconds.
I just, when I was
Hello?
I'm like, wait a second. I was about to go up to you, I'm like, can you just have one of the ice crystals, just one of the crystal joes, just fucking guard them?
Yeah.
I kind of like had that thought like the moment I was walking on, I'm like, wait a second.
Uh-huh. Hey, Leo.
Now optimized.
Hey man, how's
How
it
you
going?
doing, buddy?
Thank you for opening the lobby up.
Yeah.
Of course. Good scene. Good scenes.
Very much a calculated thing that Sketchy did. That was kind of cool. I have to gush with them about it earlier. Later even. Earlier? That would have been impressive.
I mean, you were calculating by yourself for quite a while. You did have plenty of time to be in a separate Discord call.
No, it's okay. I was just thinking it through. It was, Mo's just gone off to hunt down the person that Marcus was trying to stop me from killing. But yeah, so I was watching their stream on there. But no, fuck me, man. That's so rough. Things have been so incredibly fucked for this guy for such a long time.
Seems like, yeah, your characters are going through their very, very oof arc right now.
Yeah. It's well, it's like the whole thing was about the ethics of having power and and you know, keeping yourself along the way. And Mac has been forced into a position where he's lost both. Like, he has gained a load of power he didn't want, and he's lost himself along the way and everything. So it's absolute bottom of the trough at the moment as it goes. So yeah, no, obviously Sketchy's been aware of that, and we talk out of character a lot, so you probably picked up that they knew that they were going to do something like that beforehand, just from the question she was asking.
My
beforehand,
dumbass
and
did
then
not. No.
Yo, so what would happen if I died here? Okay. Yeah,
I thought they just wanted to like verify a bunch of info because I'm just like, oh yeah, there we go. But I did think maybe something they might do something, but it just like it was in there for like a split second, like oh they're gonna do something, and then it was gone and I completely forgot. So
yeah, there he is.
until chat brought it up, and then I was like, oh yeah. Hey Bug. What'd you say?
Hi Goose. I said there's the man of the hour.
There's the man of the fella.
Everybody just getting ready to jump in.
Oh yeah, Mike's fucked up. I didn't shoot it.
Oh, rest in peepos.
Rat.
It's over. Yeah, Chelly, it was just a
Fucked up
short
for some
lobby.
reason. I don't know what that was about.
Just a short lobby.
Have a look.
I need to put it over here.
Marcus Gonzo.
Marcus, go.
Yeah, cool. Good fun. Well, thank you very much for opening the...
With Sketchu while he was out and about.
Aw.
There
We
you
got
go.
to know each other. We sat by the beach when he came back and we just talked until you sent the notification.
That sounds nice. I heard, yeah, Boy was saying you guys were talking about dying worlds. And she's like, I didn't want to be a part of that conversation. Like, what a conversation. And they're like, dying worlds. And I'm like, oh, that sounds lovely. I'd love to talk about that right now. He says we're fucking drinking tea.
What happened?
What?
I came back and you guys were gone.
I just...
Table.
I just told Poi I needed to take care of some things and I respawned. I was just like, nah, I'm kind of done. To be honest, I was like, I didn't really want the lobby to go on for too long. I just kind of wanted to hang out do a short lobby.
Well, we wanted to keep it quick, so
But thank you very much for facilitating.
That was good.
I took in character you saying, do you want to stay up as let's continue roleplaying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant that as more of a just like, we're gonna like do it, but like not
Fade
do
to
it.
black
You know what
thing,
I'm saying?
like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. Is that all good?
But yeah, we're good.
By the way, dude,
Honestly,
Lloyd's fucking... You literally, like, with your fucking calculated assessments, just completely de-escalated everything for David, bro. The minute you're just like, alright, let's think about this for a second. Let's do this fucking calculate. Alright, so for one, like, if we let him out, like, how many people are at risk? Okay, this much. Alright, sure. Okay, and, like, okay, thinking about it logically, the people in here really aren't going to be in a super bad situation. I mean, Hope can take care of herself. Yada. Okay, true. All right, and also, if something does happen, the Vanguards are pretty tight with you, David, so I don't think a lot of people are going to be super duper upset. Like, okay, true. All right, so the only problem right now is the gun. All right, let's get rid of the gun. Gun's already gone. All right, we're pretty much good. Let's just keep an eye on him then.
it's so the reason that I had to come here was because it's a place that I can work on work on the program while the program itself is in the material plane and not like acting on me. And also in case something like that does happen, it's not permanent. So it's like it's a calculated decision that we're here in the first place. Is just to be able to do that sort of thing. But yeah,
he's turning to Billy.
It's pretty fucked.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool.
Yeah, I hope you're okay with that. I got a feeling you were kind of begging for a second.
Oh yeah, 100%. I saw that, and I'm like, oh, he got fucking shot in the head. If they're like not doing something to undo a headshot, he's dead.
Yeah, no, when you said they got shot in the head, I'm like, you're like, then he does nothing. Can't do that.
Well, he was saying like, oh, the second he comes out, we're gonna shoot. I'm like, what? We're not.
It seemed like it got me in the shoulder, but I figure the intent is literally bam right between the eyes,
fucked
right?
up for some reason. I don't know what that was about, but like,
so I was trying to consider that, and I'm like, yeah.
I think it might have collided with something that I've got going on accidentally or something like that.
That was so cool.
Someone shot someone. It's like, what? Someone got shot?
Marcus became a calculated risk to my Operation Stop People Killing Their Own Kids regime. So yeah, no, he got fucking... he got the hard reset.
Yep. Marcus is walking in like, oh man, I can't wait to talk to him. What do you mean? What? Huh? What are you supposed to say? Okay.
That's kind of fun. I kind of want to die here at least once, just so I can get.
No.
I think it's just kind of funny.
Oh, I can help you with that.
I can help you with that. Just walk out of that cave real quick.
It's okay.
I know he's staying in the cave. I mean, his eyes are hyper optimized at the
There's
moment.
a
so it's
there
like
is a
super
door
sensitive.
keeping you from leaving the cave that David fucking put up, a big
Yeah,
old wall.
Marcus was
he's
literally
never attacked.
told Mo left.
He's just walking backwards and
Marcus
forwards like a
was told Mo
zombie.
left. And I wanted to...
If Nomad was there
Marcus
earlier,
made
that
it
would have
to the
escalated much further.
Oh yeah, it would have. You would have just the minute he shot the gun, you would have just gone bang 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 bang. Yeah, you would have just been like calculated risk, bang 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 bang.
That would have been fine.
Yeah. No, that would have been awesome, dude. So much more emotion, dude.
Make sure you don't die in the process. So he's still worried, right?
Dude, like OG David would have probably done the same as well, man. There's one of my fucking favorite scenes, dude. I'm sorry, go on. Yes, Bug?
No, go ahead.
I'm done. No, go on. It's not.
Go ahead. No,
What? Wow.
Just hold that thought. Don't forget it. Or continue talking.
Marcus is also...
I don't-
Go ahead and finish it.
There was a fucking time during, like, I'm just gonna make it quick. There was a time during a big event where a villain walked out to have the big long conversation, and like the group walked up after the villain had just like tried to kill us and all kinds of shit. The group walked up to have a conversation. Gelder's like getting ready to talk to him, and David just fucking goes bang 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 bang, and then they go. The villain just fucking plops. Yeah, cause he's like, fuck that shit, dude. Calculated risk. I don't care. Bang bang bang. But nowadays is very 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 different. Very different these days.
I had too many times that someone
I physically heard you lock in the moment I had Nomad say, or let's think about this mathematically. You're like, okay, all right.
I feel like the fucking like out of character side of me like gets in character too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go. Let's go, Lloyd. Let's think about this mathematically. Yeah, no. I definitely, dude, the out of character side of me that overthinks definitely boils into like my in character though, which fucking like, that upsets me sometimes. No, dude, I'm the fucking king. Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just the fucking king of overthinking.
Of like being a leader in role playing is that there's always some mix of out of character stuff that you have to consider.
I just enjoy myself.
I guess so, yeah. What?
Oh. Ouch.
What was your story,
I
Bug?
get chaotic and I go punching. There's a hole in my
I was tempted to go in the cave after Sketchy left the first time. I was like,
Dude,
You could have just gone. You could have just fucking walked in. You could have just walked
I'm
in.
gonna see what's going on. Then I saw
Max has just
Floyd
been like in
Seven
fucking
like
cyber
by
hell
the
for over half a year.
building right by
He's
the
had a lot
entrance.
of
I was
time
like,
to think
okay,
about
well,
all of this.
I'll do that later.
Like,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
sit
like-
down right here.
You could have just walked in though, dude. Yeah. Feel free if you want to get involved. To get
You
involved.
could have merged with the rocks.
I'll have to see Max sometime. I'll have to see you sometime in the little fucking dungeon they got you.
I was on the
locked up
roof.
in.
I was on the
For
roof.
reference, are we barred moving forwards or not? Obviously, if that makes sense for the character, then that's fine.
Are you barred?
The characters, yeah.
I mean, you are here if you want to be here. Yes, but there is a door.
No, I mean, like, as in after this resolves, and like Max cracks whatever it is, walks out again. Are they barred getting in from that point forwards? Just for reference, that was all.
No. If that would have to be
Okay.
a scene that would have to happen in character for something like that to go down, because right now, basically,
I didn't know how it worked.
yeah, no. LaRock and a bunch of people are saying to give him a chance, so David's giving him a chance, and Lloyd basically, Nomad here, basically fucking like deduced everything down to a situation where it's like, okay, we're probably going to be fine. So right now, I think it'll be.
Well,
This is something we can try.
If it was, If it was going to be a bigger thing, I would have talked to you about it out of character first.
Sure. Well, I don't mind these kind of things, man, happening on a fucking spontaneity.
Sure.
There's a level, of course, but this, nah. The only way you would get barred is if you fucking shot someone again, or did something similar to that after what just happened.
Well, yeah.
That's
yeah,
like
of
you
course,
get
well, I
one,
mean,
you got one chance, and if you mess up again, it's like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah.
Blam!
As I said, moving forwards, the way this is going to go down is that he basically has this thing, and he's going to need to do maintenance on himself every single week in order to prevent this thing from taking over him properly. But it's unfortunately, as I said, it is the very low point of the story, and we're kind of working forwards from there. And I probably wouldn't have shot anyone if it wasn't Sketchy, who I absolutely knew was asking for it. So I just picked up on the cues. So there we go.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what could make this really fucked up, says Marcus in his head. That's
Out of
awesome.
no, dude, out of
That's,
character, you're all good. There's no worries. This is just fun
Sure.
roleplay. Yeah, it's all good.
Cool.
Yeah, Marcus is just like that. Marcus, the way your character was going on, it's like gotta kill Vice.
I think everybody's
because he
already
has
here.
this, and
Yeah, there
that's
is
the
no
only reason to
master
kill
respawn
him.
next. Everybody's
and
here.
Marcus is like, what? What the fuck? He was there for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I knew that we were on short time today, so I was being more
And then
brief than I
everyone
otherwise
else
could
was
have been, but
basically
yeah.
in agreement of basically backing you up, and Marcus is like, this is fucking barbaric. We were literally trying to avoid doing this shit, so he's going to question it to make sure people are certain they want to fucking do that.
I have a saying.
It's crazy what a year of solitary will do
You'll
for you.
get shot.
I have a saying.
Yep.
If you roleplay long enough, and if your character remains long enough, eventually they're gonna get corrupted with some kind of bullshit. Happens to everybody in Metaverse.
Yeah.
Not unless I kill them all fast enough.
That's you stay alive long enough.
I'm not corrupted. I'm not corrupt.
You're corrupt.
I'm just.
I feel like you're corrupt in different ways.
You're a corrupt boy.
It's actually been something I've been super nervous about, like
I'm using Sachi's blood.
because the plot kind of happened in a way, and the DM was like, okay, well, this is what happens in everything, and I'm like, oh god, this really is one of those everyone gets one of these kind of like fucking metaverse stories. So I've been like really worried about.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. David's response to you just being like, I've heard this shit before. This is the second character I've ever made in Metaverse, and I've been doing this since it started. Basically.
Yeah,
so
The three of us here have some kind of corruption in our character.
Also that.
No, it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. It's I always get worried because we always try and play the consequences in a big way, just to give things the weight they need. And I know some people are just around to like have a fun time and just chill out and everything. So when you do more serious stuff like that, some people are a little like, whoa.
No, I
So
love that
it's,
shit.
I
love that
live
shit.
for that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
There's a level.
I got that feeling. That was part of like why I wanted to do this here as well.
Sketchy.
But yeah, no, it was a.
Farewell.
Yeah.
They've been summoned away.
I'll tell you what, this is a night-and-day difference compared to writing out a roleplay.
Yeah,
You gotta plan on the fly, dude.
RP to VR
You gotta
chat, and I
plan
never
on
went
the
back.
fly.
Do you remember? You remember
I
an
have a
app
problem
called
now.
Amino?
I literally can't play D&D.
I don't think I ever.
I get
went
so
to that.
frustrated.
I just went to like
D&D?
The fact that
Iwaku role.
yeah, because I'm like, dude, like, if you think about like, man, it's so hard to go from a I just touch you and like I can do this and have physical words and everything and like do these things and see
To
the thing and all that sort of
describing
stuff.
the
to allow it.
situation. Yeah. I get that.
To just. It
guess,
feels like
I don't
you're
know.
fucking disabled. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a fucking.
It feels like you've lost all of your limbs.
There's a place for D&D.
I know that.
I still feel. I still
absolutely.
feel there's a place for that, and I fucking play. I D&D. I like D&D.
But I just I love the creativity.
You need to
of
see
the US and
Purge.
stuff. It's awesome.
I'm used to corruption. Oh, I know you are, Coffee. Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yeah, my chat after you were describing everything with your calculations and all that stuff was going, dude, this sounds like Purge. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be some of those vibes too. I guess it's an old roleplay I used to run forever ago. It's an old roleplay. I used to run
Oh,
forever
cool.
ago. But yeah.
Sure. Well, no. I mean, to be fair, it's like all stories are the same when they're the same 7 things or whatever or something like that. When you boil
Nothing.
it down, but yeah.
Nothing is new under the sun. But there's still
Yeah,
fucking.
sure.
You can take a little bit of everything from everything and still make it fresh, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Is you just got to kind of play into it. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Pizzazz into it.
Yeah,
That's
we
some cool little fucking like unique avatars.
we went
Anyway.
to the fight pits on Saturday in SOS for the first time, and now the boys.
Stormbringers fight pit avatar.
The boys want to work on battle bots, basically, that are exclusively for the fight pit. We're gonna start maybe seeing if we can do sponsors and shit.
Dude, it totally is like Robot Wars. That's fucking
It is,
sick.
dude.
Okay,
We
yeah.
got this guy. After we got a fucking hint of that and the fucking explosions and everything, we're like, dude, we need some fucking we need to get sponsors.
I saw it.
I saw a clip of you and the fucking rest of the fucking stormtrooper boys just having a fucking great time.
They're probably not stormtroopers.
They're clone troopers, actually, but
Okay. I'll book someone somewhere else.
All right, see you later.
Thank you so much for opening the lobby. Have a great evening.
Of course.
Take care, Leo.
Farewell.
So at some point. All right, let me talk to my chat here real quick.
Chalk to your chat.
Let me chalk my chat. Hey, chat. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of lore, that little bit of thingy dingy.
Just you wait till I fix this.
We're gonna go and do a raid, you guys. We are going to raid Guns because I'm pretty sure tonight is a very big event for him. So I think, and I think there may or may not be a little bit of voice acting by yours truly. So enjoy Guns. Send him some love. The source of the first hydration. Jamie, you already did that. Jamie, you can't do that twice. You can't do first hydration twice. Somebody is breaking the rules. But I'm going to drink water anyway. All right, anyways, egg raid. Start the raid. All right, you guys. Send some love on over to Guns' way. I hope everybody has an amazing time. And as always, adios.